most respected Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Shri Deependra Singh, respected Director, Research Council members, colleagues, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. A warm good afternoon to all of you. Today, we have gathered here with immense pride and anticipation as we celebrate the Foundation Day of CSIR and CSIR-NIIST. The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has just celebrated its 82nd Foundation Day on 26 September at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. The National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology, NIIST, is one among the constituent laboratories of CSIR. Initially established in 1975 as a CSIR complex, it was renamed the Regional Research Laboratory in 1978 and later renamed as NIIST in 2007. On behalf of Director CSIR-NIIST and the entire NIIST family, we welcome you all to the CSIR and CSIR-NIIST Foundation Day celebrations.
We are extremely delighted to have among us our esteemed guests, Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Founder, Executive Chairman and Managing Director, Bharat Biotech International Limited, Hyderabad, and Shri Deependra Singh, Managing Director, Indian Rare Earths Limited. We request our Director, Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, to accompany our Chief Guest and Guest of Honor to the dais. We also request Dr. U.S. Harish and Shri Anthony Peter Raja to occupy the dais.
May we now invite Dr. U.S. Harish, Senior Principal Scientist and Head, Human Resources and Academic Division, for the welcome address.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Guest of Honor, Shri Deependra Singh, Director, Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, Administrative Officer, Shri Anthony Peter Raja, all members of the NIIST family, good evening to you all. On the occasion of NIIST Foundation Day, and we are also celebrating the CSIR Foundation Day. This laboratory started in the 1975 as a small testing laboratory, has now grown to the stature of an international laboratory with a lot of accolades pouring in. And this institute started under the leadership or under the leadership of Sri Achyuta Menon, the erstwhile Chief Minister of the state, who is the most respected one in terms of the progressive things that he has done to this state. And since then, it has been a story of success, those who have been associated with this institution. On this Foundation Day, we gratefully remember with immense gratitude all the people who have contributed to the success of this institution. And with this Thanksgiving note, I move to the pleasant duty of welcoming the Chief Guest, Dr. Krishna M. Ella, one of the most celebrated scientists turned entrepreneur of this country, and who has been associated with the indigenization of first vaccine of the country, namely Covaxin. With great pleasure, on behalf of Director NIIST and on behalf of the entire NIIST family, may I request Dr. Anandaramakrishnan to welcome the Chief Guest. We have as guest of honor, Shri Deependra Singh, Chairman and Managing Director of Indian Rare Earths Limited. He is a known figure for the Institute for the past 4-5 years. He has been associated with the previous Research Council, and he is also continuing as a member of the Research Council this tenure. So may I welcome Dr. Shri Deependra Singh for the function. The Foundation Day program, as you witness here today, is a brainchild of our director. And for the past 6 to 8 months, we have been witnessing these programs, which has been unprecedented, and all the success and the leadership, the credit goes to him. And we are all party to be associated with this management, and it's a pleasure to welcome director also for this function. I welcome all the retiring staff, all the retired staff, and all the pensioners who have been here today, and all the industry partners who have come here for the MOU exchange as well as for the technology transfer programs. With this introductory remarks, I welcome Dr. Anandaramakrishnan to provide the presidential address. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. Most respected Dr. Krishna Ella sir, Sri Divendra Singh, Chairman Managing Director IRAL Mumbai, Dr. Harish, Dr. Anthony Peter Raja, and Dr. Ajay Ghosh sir, and all the heads of the department, colleagues, former colleagues, students, CSIR Foundation Day greetings to everyone. And it is a great honor to have a person like Krishna Ella sir as the chairman of Research Council of NIIST. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting this type of offer and is spending a time. Today morning we had a Research Council, first Research Council meeting, so many proposals, and he made it lively the whole Research Council meeting. I think all the scientists, young scientists, everyone is enjoyed and everyone got lot of knowledge, and you spell out the very clearly what one should do that, what institute to do that, what we need to deliver for the nation. Thank you so much, sir. Such a pleasure to sit with you as a committee member and enjoy with the science what you wanted to do that for this institute. And everyone well aware of that. Dr. Krishna Ella started his company in 1996 along with the madam, and he developed indigenous first Covaxin. And one of the third largest tested vaccine is the Covaxin, and published more than 23 papers, including 7 Lancet and 3 Nature papers. No other vaccine has done such an extensive trial and what Covaxin has done. If you look at the journey of Bharat Biotech, 7 billion dosages delivered more than 123 countries. Such a phenomenal work. One Indian company manufactured the vaccines, sending throughout the globe. And that shows our scientific strength, the manufacturing practice, how we are moving on to this direction. Thank you so much, sir. And when we came to know you are coming as a RC chairman of NIIST, we are very much delighted and happy. That clearly depicts the today morning what has happened in our RC meeting. Once again, on behalf of whole NIIST family, wholeheartedly thank you so much for being with us as a RC chairman. And D. Singh, he was the only member is continuing from the past RC to now, and his support for all the activities, especially for the material science divisions, continuously they are supporting for all our projects, and we want more collaboration with the IREL, and definitely your support and knowledge sharing with us will make our institute more progress in this coming years. Thank you so much. Come back to the CSIR. Almost CSIR is born before independence. 1942 itself is CSIR is born, when Arcot Ramasamy Mudaliar and our founder director general is Sandhi Bhatnagar, they joined, declared this as a CSIR institutions started. Now, along with the success of the country's growth, CSIR growth also is everybody witnessed. So many contributions made by the CSIR. It starts with n number of scientific contributions. And recently, DG CSIR has sent a message to all the directors, some of the technologies, they wanted to make it a selfie point in the headquarters. One among the technology is our biomedical waste conversion to soil additives and the vegan leather or leather substitutes. Thank you so much for all the scientists who are contributed in this journey. That's the pride of our institute. We are putting all the effort in the interdisciplinary science. Today morning also I mentioned about that, the only institution in the name of interdisciplinary science. That's what we are able to work on most of the area of the science, and we could able to deliver what industry needs or what society needs. Some of the technologies is transferred in the really reach the society. If you look at, we wanted to work on 5 major area. One is that energy. That's what Center of Sustainable Energy Technology has been created to see that what are the things NIIST can deliverable in the solar system or indoor photovoltaics or the green hydrogen generation or energy storage. Definitely that center today also, Chairman of RC is told we need to give more support to that center. That is created just 4 months before. Already we are able to see that contribution of that center for this institute still more bigger, because that Kerala Hydrogen Valley program, already we submitted that proposal, almost is come to the final level of the sanction. So we can do better in that center, what is going to do that. Second one is the water. And the wastewater treatment is developed by our institute, solid, the liquid water and generation of the hydrogen energy, hydrogen from the wastewater. That also we are working very, very closely, and we transfer so many technologies in that. Third area of the work, what we are focusing is that food. And today, just now, our chairman has inaugurated Food Architecture Lab. The first of its kind in the globe, Food Architecture Lab has been inaugurated. That can cater the food industry, not only study the glycemic index, also they can see the disintegration kinetics and the nanoparticle dissolution and 3D and 4D printing of the food. So definitely this center can earn more money for the institute apart from the science contribution, what it is going to do that. And the health, lot of emphasis has been given in this institute, mainly for the cancer detection, early cancer detections, or other studies what we are doing. And one area is Ayurveda. We wanted to set up the center of excellence in Ayurveda testing center as well as incubation center. All will come together. So always Krishna Ella sir has mentioned about that he wanted to make a sustainable system to make a happier and healthier lifestyle, livestock, healthier producers. So definitely, sir, all this area we are working in our institute. We join hand with the Krishna Ella sir for this one. Definitely will make a bigger impact in the coming days. Once again, thank you so much for everyone joining for this Foundation Day celebration to the NIIST. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the presidential address. Going with our tradition, we mark the beginning of any auspicious occasion by lighting the lamp. Let me invite all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to jointly light the lamp and inaugurate today's official function.
Thank you all. We are profoundly delighted to take this opportunity to introduce our honorable chief guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Executive Chairman, Bharat Biotech International Limited. Dr. Krishna Ella is currently the Executive Chairman of Bharat Biotech and a research scientist in molecular biology. Dr. Ella strongly believes that innovative technologies in vaccine development are essential to solve public healthcare problems caused by infectious diseases. Under Dr. Ella's leadership, Bharat Biotech has developed the first indigenous COVID-19 vaccine, the first of its kind of a development in India. Dr. Ella is also involved in shaping India's science and education policies through his association with several committees. We are honored to show a short video of his entrepreneurship journey. Video, please.
In the realm of scientific excellence, there are visionaries who stand out, illuminating the path towards a brighter future. Today, we introduce you to one such luminary, most respected Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella, the esteemed executive chairman and founder of Bharat Biotech International Limited, and the chairman of the newly constituted Research Council of CSIR National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology, Tiruvananthapuram. Dr. Krishna Ella obtained his bachelor's degree from the Tamil Nadu Agricultural University and master's at the University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore. Dr. Ella started his professional career at Bayer's Pharmaceutical and Life Sciences Company. Later, he earned his doctorate in biochemistry from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, USA. Dr. Ella's commitment to scientific advancement in his own country led him to return to India and establish Bharat Biotech, a pioneering biotechnology company in 1996 that has become a global beacon of excellence and India's prestige. Dr. Ella is a successful entrepreneur with a passion for innovative ideas, who has also ventured into veterinary vaccines, food processing, and developing biotechnology infrastructure in the country through various group companies, namely BioVet, Ella Foods, Innova AgriPark, RCC Labs, Sapegan, and Ella Foundation. Under his visionary leadership, Bharat Biotech developed Covaxin, India's indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine, a testament to his unwavering commitment to the public health.
I think 3-4 important aspects that came out in the G20 was that India can innovate and India can be giving an affordability. Like for example, rotavirus vaccine, we export more than 120 countries and today we supply at $1 a dose vaccine, whereas it's $85 a dose vaccine in US and Europe. Same quality, same product, and we supply at $1. So that means India can innovate, India can also give affordability.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Ella played a pivotal role, tirelessly working to ensure vaccine accessibility and equity across the world. Dr. Ella's contributions and dedication has earned him numerous accolades, including Distinguished Alumni Award and Honorary Doctor of Science from University of Wisconsin-Madison, J.R.D. Tata Best Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2012, APJ Award by NIIST. In 2022, the country honored Dr. Krishna Ella and his wife Suchitra Ella, joint MD of Bharat Biotech, with the prestigious Padma Bhushan Puraskar for their contribution to the field of medicine. With Dr. Ella at the helm, NIIST embarks on a new era of scientific excellence, innovation, and interdisciplinary collaboration. With immense pride, the CSIR-NIIST family wholeheartedly welcome the chairman of NIIST Research Council, Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella.
Now we request our respected director, Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, to hand over the NIIST annual report to our chief guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna Ella, for its release. We also request Sri Dipendra Singh to receive the first copy of the annual report.
We thank all the dignitaries for the release of the annual report. On this occasion, we are pleased to exchange MOUs with our collaboration partners and commit to work more closely towards achieving common goals. We would like to invite our director to exchange the MOUs in presence of our chief guest and guest of honor.
CSIR, NIIST, and PK Steel Castings Private Limited are entering into an agreement for manufacturing building bricks utilizing waste foundry mold sand. We request the Principal Investigator and Head Material Sciences and Technology Division, Dr. S. Anantakumar, Sri R. Dayaniti, Senior Manager, and Sri Adil Mohiddin, Assistant Manager, PK Steel Castings Private Limited, to come on to dais for the exchange of MOU.
CSIR-NIIST and the Kerala State Pollution Control Board have signed an MOU to advance scientific research and interdisciplinary collaboration in areas of mutual interest. We invite the PI and Head Environment Science and Technology Division, Dr. C. Keshavachandran, and Dr. Sheila, Member Secretary, Kerala State Pollution Control Board, to the dais for MOU exchange.
For the assessment of heavy fluvial minerals in lean mineral production area, CSIR, NIIST, and MKN Bricks and Blue Metals Limited have entered into an MOU. For the exchange, we call upon the stage the Principal Investigator, Dr. M. Sundarajan, and Dr. S. Anantakumar, Head Material Sciences and Technology Division, and Mr. M.K. Nasiruddin, Managing Director, MKN Bricks and Blue Metals Limited.
To provide a comprehensive solution for improving the pathogen removal efficiency of combined biosand filter, CSIR, NIIST, and HydroNest are entering into a collaboration. Dr. Satyajit Shukla is the PI of this project. We request Dr. Narayan Nunni, Head, Center for Sustainable Energy Technologies, and Mr. Adarsh P. Kumar, Partner HydroNest, come on to the dais for the exchange of the MOU.
CSIR-NIIST has forged a comprehensive MOU with National Innovation Foundation India and Vibhavani to bolster grassroots innovation and foster an all-inclusive innovation ecosystem. We call upon the dais Mr. R.S. Praveen Raj, Business Development Head, Dr. Ravi Kumar, Scientist E, NIF, and Sri Rajive, Director Vibhavani, for the exchange of MOU.
An agreement has been executed to advance research and technology cooperation between CSIR-NIIST and Sri Chitra Tirunal College of Engineering. We request the Principal Investigator and Head, Microbial Process and Technology Division, Dr. K. Madhavan Nampudiri, Professor Satish Kumar, Principal, and Professor K. Radhakrishnan, Head Biotechnology, Sri Chitra Tirunal College of Engineering, on the stage for the exchange of the MOU.
We thank all the dignitaries for the exchange of MOUs. Now we welcome and invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. Krishna M. Ella, to deliver the Foundation Day address.
Really honored, privileged to be here. So all of you relax, because in the RC meeting, all the faculty tortured us by telling so much science. So now I have to torture you people now for putting up with me now for next 25, 30 minutes. So you all relax casually. I'm not going to talk too much of science, but you need to understand how a scientist, how an entrepreneur start visualizing the society at a country at large. Okay, so it's all generic, and I'm more focused on the young kids here. Okay, The old people in any case retired. They're all useless. We're all out. I'm 68. I'm already out of I'm probably the most senior citizen here. So they're all outdated people now we are. So I think the future is important. I have a simple concept of India. Anything we do, I always look at only one thing. Can my children, my grandchildren will stay back in India? For that, how do you create an ecosystem? How do you fight the system? How do you make it to happen? So you can't expect a government to do it. Never happens. Okay? Silicon Valley is not created by a government. US government never created a Silicon Valley. It is created by the ecosystem of scientists, entrepreneurs, what they created the ecosystem. So it is only us has to create that ecosystem for the future of this country. Okay, I'm going to touch. So I'm going to touch upon, I want to thank the director. Director is a very good man. You know what he does? He got RC chairman and then foundation day lecture chair, founder chairman, everything he got it one time. You buy one and get one free, like that. You also got one Krishna Ella and again sing again next speaker. You also got a free, one more free. You got it? Okay? Okay? I think you should have integrated chip, what you are talking about today afternoon. Okay? So I think I'll tell all the young people, even world scientists, everybody. My PhD boss at Wisconsin, one John Helgeson, he told me one simple fundamentals. You want to be a successful scientist in life. Think science simple and you'll find the best solution in the world. If your lowest employee cannot understand your science, you are useless scientist. Simple and good. And everybody should remember, think science simple. You will enjoy it. If you think complex, you will never enjoy the science. I think I'm going to touch upon the fundamentals of innovation, entrepreneurship. As an NRI, is not to drag me to promote myself here. I don't have to promote. But then I want to inspire some young people. How do you think about it? How the fundamentals of India's century is going to be. Innovation. You know, we hear a lot of lectures on innovation, and our director also talking about innovation hub and all that. So what is my perception of innovation? Innovation is a key for the future. Today we are in oil or no oil is what is dividing the world right now. We are creating So oil and no oil, the future is going to be innovation. There's no doubt about it, because you want a double-digit growth. Innovation is the only one which can drive the innovation culture. What is innovation? I told you, I think science simple. If you start thinking simple, you'll find simple, bigger way of thinking. What is innovation? Innovation is just three components added. One, knowledge, and second is imagination. Within the knowledge, you have a degree. You have an NIIST degree, PhD. But you don't know how to run an equipment. It's of no use. The skill set is important. I'm going to touch upon skill, why it is important. And skill set, and you combine with a degree, which is a PhD or whatever it is, and then you combine the imagination. Imagination is very simple. You look at it, an architect will tell you, he'll come to you, I want to build a house like this. I tell him, the architect. The architect start imagining what your expectation, what your ideas are, and he captures that imagination and he converts into an architectural drawing. That's imagination. Okay? So I always say imagination. Lord Ganesha, don't take me a religious connotation point of view. Lord Ganesha, elephant head on the human body. Okay? It's imagination of a xenotransplantation. A xenotransplantation means in a foreign organ put on the another body. It's a xenotransplant. It has been done in the dog actually. By the way, it is done in the mice also done. Human skin, human head also have been transplanted by Chinese, and it was there for 3 days, the life. So it is just the imagination power of it, and that needed for innovation. Without imagination, you create any amount of equipment, any amount of PhDs will not create innovation. So key is imagination. So who creates innovation? Is it a country or NIST or CSIR? It is not. It is who creates is the humans. Humans are the individual. That means people like you who are getting a master's and PhD are the one who creates innovation, not the institute, not the country. So keep in mind, if India is not doing innovation, great. That means you are all responsible. Not the CSIR, not NIST. They are not responsible. You are all responsible that we are failing in creating innovation. That's a critical part. So you just look at China. I always look at China. Why is that they extremely succeeded in science and technology globally? And they can't even speak English. I had a lot of my classmates in Wisconsin and all that. They can't even speak a few words of English. But they've done extremely well in science and technology. It always bothers me what makes them to be big. So only one difference between them and us is very simple. We have a good degree, but we don't have skills. The skills makes a difference of them between us and them. And what US makes a little bit added to the curry powder to that is imagination. Is a little high in imagination in US because in the kindergarten school itself, they tell you, they put this box, this like this. You can write 2 pages on this. You have to start imagining and writing about 2 pages about this. How it looks, how what it looks like. So you start imagining and writing about 2 pages on that. So that's imagination power you created from the young age itself. Okay, the skill set, I told you clearly. You just imagine a guy who is in, Leela Palace Hotel, a cook catering technology. He doesn't know how to make a good idli also. Will you hire him? Puttu, he doesn't even know how to make a puttu. Will you hire him as a cook? You will never hire him. What you look at a good cook, he might have a good catering technology degree, but he doesn't know how to make a puttu. Will you hire him as a cook? Simple example. Okay, it tells you that means skill is important. If you have a skill, even the guy who is working Leela Palace Hotel, he loses his job, he can put in front of NIST, make a puttu and start selling a puttu and still make a revenue of it. So that means that skill set makes them to be a confident and as an entrepreneur. So present, I think, we lost. I'm telling you, it's all in front of us, but we don't watch all those things. I'll tell you some few examples. I don't want to drag too much, but I'll tell you, the mustard oil, canola oil. How many people knows canola oil? Few. In US, everybody drinks with only canola oil. Okay, nothing but canola. Everybody cooking, no groundnut, no mustard oil, all canola oil. And you know what is canola oil? Is nothing but mustard oil. And Canadian government took mustard seeds from India and the Indo-Canadian bilateral program. They made a classical breeding. They made called canola. Can means Canada, ola means oil. Called canola. It's almost nearly $100 billion product. Now, canola oil is imported to India also. Whereas mustard oil, right in India, we don't value the realization of it. It's the same thing. Same mustard oil is used in our pickles, North Indian pickles. I'll give another example. How many people knows Nallanna here? Everybody knows. Kerala people knows. Everybody Kerala. All Nallanna. So why did we call good oil? Ask a simple question. Not a complex question. I know a lot of scientists are here. They may feel bad. But just ask a simple question. Why it's called Nallanna? And Vellanna, whatever it is. All language, South Indian language. It's called good oil. My grandmother said it's good oil, but why it's good oil? Oh, it's got antioxidant. That means you put an antioxidant into groundnut oil, will it become a good oil? That means we miss the simple fundamentals of it. The same crop, if it is grown in US, they would have sold as a cardiac oil, best for cardiac, and they would have sold as cardiac oil. You look at any Ayurvedic drug, everything is made with a sesame oil as a grinding material. Nobody knows science yet, but they're in front of us, but we are not realizing the value of it. You look at, we drink orange juice. I know in the RC meeting also they gave orange juice can. They gave orange juice can. Am I right? Orange juice. The reason Anand Ramakrishnan gives orange juice, Americans are drinking, Europeans are drinking, so I'm also treating my chairman very well with orange juice. Okay, so he's also giving orange juice. And the same orange juice, whatever you're drinking right now here, it comes from the Brazil and Chinese concentrate. Nothing grown from India. Whatever Nagpur Santra is grown is only as a fruit, edible crop, as a fruit crop, not as a juice. But yeah, people now start growing orange in Punjab. That is a story. But you look at kino fruit in Punjab. Have you seen a Tetra Pak in kino fruit? Because Americans have not grown kino fruit. Had they grown kino fruit in America, US, we will also be importing that juice also.
fruit juice, orange juice also. So that means we always copying. We are there in front of us and ask the same question, why is it Musambi? Why don't have a small Tetra Pak? We should only drink orange. My grandmother said when I get sick, drink only orange Musambi juice. I don't know why my grandmother said that, to drink Musambi juice, not to drink other juices. But we still don't know. We can ask question, oh, it's got sugar, that one, acidity, all that science we can explain. But what is important, commercially translatable, is not there. That's the important fundamental. So coconut, Kerala people knows everything about coconut. And when coconut was used in Kerala, everybody Harvard professor said, it's not good for heart. You should not eat highly saturated fat. You should not do it. You get heart attack. But same Kerala people, bathing is a coconut oil, massage is coconut, drinking coconut, chips making coconut, everything coconut here. Okay? And everyone will be smelling coconut only in the entire state. Okay? But still not understood the value of it. But whereas suddenly, the Netherlands group says it's good for Alzheimer's and Parkinson. When you drink 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil, it's good for this disease. Suddenly, what happened? Now in US, everything coconut. In everything in Kerala, you have coconut chips, coconut shampoo, coconut baby oil, everything coconut now. You go to grocery store in Costco, wherever you want, you see only coconut shelves everywhere. The same thing is there in this country, in this place, in front of us, but we're not understood. We are always belittling on that matter. Okay? You look at China, they're so aggressively positioning on the agriculture pattern. We are nowhere, we are losing out the game. Okay? And how to kill innovation. And you're always on mobile phone, all of young generation. And boys, they'll have 2 phones, one for girlfriend, one for himself. Okay? So most of the time the office phone will be switched off. Okay? So I think you'll have 2 phones and shaking, if the signal doesn't come, you shake the phone also. Why the message is not coming. Okay? So we are always concentrate on that and emails and all that. In that process, we don't watch the nature. We don't watch what is there here. When you don't watch, you don't get innovation. You don't get ideas. You're stuck. You're looking for WhatsApp for that also ideas coming from there. Okay, pandemic time. I'll tell you a few examples how the pandemic time has brought quick revolution. We are talking about 5 years, 3 years of RC committee, 3 years committee members and all that. Okay, you see how all in 1 year, what type of spew innovation that has happened. Just look at HIV cure, paralyzed patient, biodegradable duct, pig heart, drone, sequencing in 5 hours, plastic as seal. Okay, I'll tell you the cure for HIV. They took a stem cell, cured the HIV patient in the pandemic time. And look at the bandage, a biodegradable plastic band. You had a surgery, you put a bandage like this, and it gets automatically surgery, no surgery required. You just go to MIT people, one Chinese guy from MIT has come out, simple biodegradable tape. You don't need surgery at all. You had a surgery cut. Even as emergency, you had a cut, some emergency cut, wood is there, you put the tape, you're done. Bleeding stop and biodegradable. Okay. You look at the person is a pig heart. So what they did, they took a pig, and the problem is you take the pig heart to the human body, there is a lot of rejection. There are a lot of histocompatibility genes. So they made 8 genes are knocked out in the pig. 8 genes which are histocompatibility gene has been knocked out in pig and took the heart and put him in. The person survived almost a month. Okay. So what I'm saying is, see how science suddenly in 1.5 years in the pandemic time, the game has changed. And now the MIT has come out that one Dr. Carbon, he is almost 2 times more steel compared to steel. Plastic is more stable and more stronger than the metal. So we have to ask ourselves, where are we heading? And our Singh Saab is here, rare earth, and now this has become a new rare earth. These materials. It becomes totally a new rare earth. Okay? The concepts are changing. Oh. And one of the revolutionary concepts, when somebody has got paralysis in the accident, got a totally paralysis. He can't even walk and stand. Okay? So what is a Swiss group, what they did is they put an electrode on behind and then they made an algorithm, a software. So the reason is according to each weight, somebody, I'm a heavy weight. So I need a different algorithm, and somebody like Anant Ramakrishnan, 0 size, you need a different algorithm. Okay, so you have different software is developed, and you put that game, and now because of that algorithm and electrode, now the person is able to swim and also able to cycling. See how things changed in 1.5 year. It's important to understand how they change science. I have a few examples. There's so many other examples are there. So phenomenally changing in the pandemic time or war zone time is the one time it changes. I was a startup, 97, and I was a founder for the Genome Valley in Hyderabad. And see, India, when I came, India only makes always generic vaccine, copycat vaccines. Never developed a new vaccine in India when I came to India. I said, we should change the paradigm of that game. And we made a rotavirus vaccine as our first drop or drink. It's almost 16 years of work. Dr. Bond, M.K. Bond from DBT was involved in Indo-US bilateral program, this one. Almost 65 scientists involved, and almost the Gates Foundation funded $250 million on the clinical trial of it. And then just imagine, we had to do an efficacy trial on a pregnant lady. In a pregnant lady who was 6 months pregnant, they had to give their baby consent to give their baby for clinical trial. So now I want to ask question, how many ladies are willing to give when they're pregnant to give the child for trial? Nobody wants to live. You see the Kerala people? Okay, nobody wants to live, but they want innovation to be done in the country. But then you want to use it here, innovation. So the research will never progress if you don't do it. So that means we have to do CMC Vellore, AIIMS in Delhi, KME in Pune, 3 places in a community-based trial, in a village trial. So, and again, Gates Foundation put a condition, I should not bribe the mother, pregnant mother, and on the economic condition, I should not exploit them. That's one of the conditions on ethical committee's issue. So we are given 3 years of health care. We have put an ambulatory, and we have given a mobile phone to the mother. Any press button, she will have in 20 minutes. She and child both will be lifted to the hospital, major hospital, and both mother and child will be taken care of health care of 3 years. Even mother has got a cardiac problem, we'll take care of it. Child has got cardiac problem, we'll take care of it, irrespective of whether vaccine or non-vaccine related. So that's a benefit we gave it, and we have done almost, we have to recruit 25,000 pregnant ladies in the villages, and then to have 10,000 pregnant ladies for their child to give it. When they buy, the baby was born, we need a trial for that. Just imagine how science moves in that direction. Is not doing in lab alone is important, but how to translate that into game. So we launched a vaccine by Prime Minister. This is my grandson, who was the first one to take the vaccine. Okay, my daughter gave the consent, didn't give a consent, but she didn't give a consent, but she agreed. She said orally she go ahead thing. Okay, and I think we need to make one new molecule. India never made even pharma drug, including chemical drugs. We never made a new drugs in this country, even not single new drug. Okay, we're still generic country as a country. I think we should make one new molecule. That was a dream for us. How does it to do that globally acceptable? So I looked at simple thing. The mostly typhoid problem uses the black color where the tropical weather is there. That's where the typhoid problem is. And existing typhoid vaccine can be given only about 2 years. But who gets a disease in India and the developing world is a 6 months, 9 months baby who lick their floor and they get contaminated, or contaminated food or contaminated water they drink and they get a typhoid problem. So how do you solve those problems? But existing vaccine cannot be given to the child. It doesn't work. So we made a typhoid conjugate vaccine first time in the world, and we launched the vaccine, and then we went to the Gates Foundation, said we want to make this globally acceptable product. Then Gates Foundation said, you have done a clinical trial in India where antibiotic abuse is so much, the vaccine is protecting or the antibiotic is protecting, we can't make out based on the immunoprofile. Okay, so it's ruled out. So you don't have placebo in a way where sterile people who are not infected with any typhoid at all. You should have that. So then Gates Foundation gave a $20 million grant to University of Oxford. We did human challenge studies. Now you tell me how many people want to lift head will be given a oral bacteria, typhoid, to drink. How many people are willing to drink in the clinical trial? See, nobody. Even men is stupid people in this. Men is also doesn't want to lift their hand. Boys also doesn't want to lift. You see the sad part of this side? See, you don't believe in science at all in that case. Very simple. Okay? Whereas the medical students, nurses in Oxford, they were all become a volunteer. One lady nurse was almost like a terminal stage of die, almost 30 days. She was bedridden. But what is the nice thing is, you can rescue them because you have an antibiotic. So these are all the people never been exposed to typhoid at all in their life. So we have taken sterile people, and then we have placebo, you vaccinated, and then challenge those people. And then we got Gavi approved and all that. And you see, next question asks, you see the complexity of the product development of a vaccine is. The next question is, okay, you've done human challenge studies. In this room you're done, yeah, it gives great results. Okay, but when it goes to field, can I have a protection in the schools? Like I can vaccinate one school, another school is not vaccinated. Can I monitor how much typhoid incidence is there between two schools? That's called effectiveness, they call. Not efficacy, but effectiveness studies. So we had to do in different countries and various countries. Again, they gave Gates Foundation 36 million. And we are shown in Pakistan, interestingly, where the antibiotic resistance was cephalosporin resistant bacteria in extremely drug resistant strains in Karachi area. And the children, almost 200 children died because of the not responding to any antibiotic. So we have vaccinated the entire Karachi area and then prevented the entire multi-drug resistant strains has been eliminated. So how science reaches to a place where even a multi-drug strains, which never been thought about earlier, was shown that work. And Nature covered that this is one of the best innovation happened in 2018. Okay, and we also looking at African problem. So Thabo Mbeki, South African president, came to our plant. He said, you have to help Africa. You owe us, India owes responsibility to help Africa. I said, sir, I am an Indian citizen. Why should I help Africa? There is no necessity for me to help you, Africa. He was very strong. So I was also I'm little 15 years back, you see the age. Now I'm 68 like this. You imagine I'm 45 when I was like the different. Okay, I shot back at him. He may be a president, I don't care. But I said, why should I help? He said, we exported Gandhi to you. That's why you got a freedom. So have you not got exported Gandhi, you would not have got the freedom. So therefore you need to help Africa. I said, it touched me actually. The man's vision and philosophy touched me. He also said, Indian company want to exploit the African market, but you don't want to solve the African problem. That really touched us. One simple emotion. See, it's not the balance sheet, money, all that matters in life. But after some days, these all simple emotions are what counts in the life. So we made a typhoid conjugate vaccine with Wellcome Trust and University of Maryland partnership. It's the 3 vaccines combined, conjugated vaccines, very high-end technology combined, and very high-end carbohydrate chemistry. I know some carbohydrate chemists are here. We need to talk to them. This is carbohydrate chemistry. We made this conjugation. We have filed the FDA IND. We got IND approved, and we finished a phase 1 in Baltimore in trial. Now, after finishing Baltimore in trial phase 1, now we are taking it to Africa, phase 2 and 3 trial into Africa. So can we take a leadership in the pandemic problem? That was our vision right from the beginning, 24 years back. I'll tell you, 40,000 unknown viruses. So you have 10,000 zoonotic, that means human and animal crossing. See the spectrum of that, okay? And you look at that again, all neglected, and all neglected disease are turned into pandemic. All neglected are only in Asia and Africa. You look at that Asia and Africa. That is where now US want to help a neglected disease and all. It's not that they want to help us, but all neglected disease are only in Asia and Africa. And that's where the origin of pandemic starts from. And that is where it takes to the Europe and US. So therefore, this is the place where you need to control. So India and Africa is a very critical in that. So we were the first one to make a chikungunya vaccine. When we made a chikungunya vaccine, the 2006 when it came in Kerala, we were the first one to isolate the virus and sequence the genome. When we sequence the genome, it's an African origin which came from, it came actually from French island, Madagascar. That's based on sequence analysis, okay? So we are even ahead of NIV and other institutes in this country in terms of the biology of the virus and all that. So we made a patent. That time nobody wanted to fund this project, but now the CEPI is funded. Now we are doing phase 3 efficacy trial in Philippines, Thailand, Colombia, and Guatemala. Okay, 4 countries now going on right now. Okay, and I told you the one which came from into Kerala, 2006, the chikungunya. based on sequence analysis, is shown the circle. You see that circle? That is where called Madagascar. From there, it came to India. How it came, I do not know. But based on sequence analysis, it clearly told it came from Madagascar. Then we asked a simple question. Again, science thinking simple, simple, simple. So I asked a question, okay, if it came from Madagascar, mosquito has got direct flight to India, mosquito, then what will come next from Madagascar? We asked a simple question. There was only 4 diseases in Madagascar. One was yellow fever, second is dengue, third is chikungunya, fourth was Zika. So we know yellow fever, we know dengue. The one which was not known to anybody that time was Zika. So, okay, shall we start working in 2014? We started working on Zika even before the Brazil and other incident. Even nobody has reported. Even US government asked me, how did I predict this when CDC Atlanta was also not even aware of the Zika spelling? How did you predict this? I said because of this chikungunya sequence analysis, we thought it might come from here, from Madagascar. Instead of coming to Madagascar to India, the Zika spread to Brazil. It went opposite direction. So Brazil suddenly in 2015 December, severe incidents. Okay, and we were the first one to file a global patent. Because if you don't file a patent, then they'll think Indian companies also copied from CDC Atlanta. Okay, so you have to file, that is a documentary that we are the first one to make aware of the Zika word itself. Okay, and then we're making cholera vaccine, and which is now going to get into soon into the market. And we are also partnering with the GSK on malarial vaccine, which is now shifted from Belgium. The malaria manufacturing shifted to us, and is going to be manufactured in Gujarat as well as in Bhubaneswar. Going to manufacture that. And we're also working with one of the best tuberculosis vaccine, because tuberculosis, unless we stop the transmission between the two individuals, is not going to be stopped. Whatever we have, BCG, is just a low-end level of protection, but it cannot stop the transmission and other things. Whatever next one is coming is all upgraded version of the BCG, but not the tuberculosis vaccine. So I think this will be a true tuberculosis vaccine. Only 2 people, one this one, other one GSK, only 2 true tuberculosis vaccine. So we are extremely good in publication. These are not 80, we are more than 150 publications as a company. So we are purely even R&D companies. And we have strong patents, and we are the only company in the developing world, not even China, not even Korea, I'll tell you, doing lot of clinical research in various parts of the world, including US, UK, and other part of the world. It's very important for a vaccine to prove, unless it goes to the field, humans, you don't get the right results. The lab is just a small part of it in research. In clinical trial, in our vaccine field, 5% is a lab, 95% is outside. That's how the spectrum is differs. Okay, and we are supplying more than 10 billion doses. And I told you that in 5th December 2019, in Bangalore, Vijay Raghavan was sitting. He was a principal scientific advisor. Cherry Kang was sitting as a CMC Vellore in the committee. I was one of the members. And I told, if pandemic comes, Bangalore will be empty. This I said, all IT people like sitting in the hall, they said, who is an idiot? He's talking about it. Who is you to vacate Bangalore? Nobody has got right to vacate. And you know what happened after 2 months? Gone. 2 months. I told exactly, as you see in the YouTube, it is there, 5th December, Carnegie Mellon lecture. Okay. So I think we have created a BSL-3 production facility. Probably this is one of the world's first BSL-3 production. BSL-3 labs are there all over the world, not the production. Production facility is very high-end science. Okay. So you made a COVID vaccine. You look at it, BioNTech is a startup, NIH technology transferred to Moderna, University of Oxford technology transferred to AstraZeneca, CanSino is a mostly army, Chinese army facility, and Bharat Biotech is one with ICMR partnership on this one. Covaxin we laid, and what is important, this is a partnership with IACT. One thing I looked at it when I made a COVID vaccine, the simple concept. A child is given 3 doses vaccine. Gives a lifetime immunity. Yes or no? Lifetime immunity? So how do you create that lifetime immunity in infectious diseases? That was the strategy. So that means T cell is most important response. What happened? Everybody thought IgG response, your labs will be testing IgG responses. So IgG response was important factor. But I can tell you IgG is useless because what goes up, it goes down within 30 days. That's what is happening. Many of the mRNA vaccines, what happened, it goes up, shoots high, and 30th day to 0. Again, second dose you have to take, as if you have not been vaccinated next month. Again, you have to take a vaccine. So whereas here T cell, it creates a memory. When you create a memory, you may get infection. 2-3 days fever will be there. But you will not get hospitalization because it takes 2-3 days for you to T cell to kickstart quickly the B cell response. That's a concept. I thought about it, and I'm basically a virologist and biochemistry. I said, we licensed from the US this Virovac company. We licensed this molecule, and thanks to IICT, Dr. Chandrasekhar, 18 scientists worked almost 3 months, day and night, 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours operation, night, continuous. And when all IIC, all the institutes are shut down. The country, all the institutes are shut down. Nobody is there. So we made sure, worked 18 scientists, day and night, and produced kilogram quantity, and this gone into the vaccine, and then gone into the animal challenge studies in NIV Pune for monkey challenge studies. Okay, so important in this fact is also T cell response is important. You want to protect the variants because virus is RNA. This RNA reassortment, 10 to the power of 6 reassortment happens in a virus, in an RNA virus. DNA, it will not happen. If the DNA reassortment happens, then all of you will be changing every year into mutation. You will become monkey tomorrow. Okay, thank God the DNA doesn't change, but RNA can change so rapidly. So that with the reassortment is very easy. So that way we said, okay, we should protect a variant. We should also protect long term on this T cell response. That's what we created. And Prime Minister was here, Honorable Prime Minister was there, and we did one of the largest clinical trial. As Anant Ramakrishnan said, this is probably the second largest clinical trial after US in terms of number of people, 26,000. And then this is the only trial captured in the Delta type. All other vaccines captured the Wuhan type. Okay, this is the only one who captured the Delta type. And Equa is a multinational company, US-based, Quintil, the earlier Quintil company. They were monitoring the sites and clinical trial. And I think this is the largest clinical trial next to US and third country in the world to complete the efficacy trial. Chinese have not done the efficacy trial, but then they got approved. After that, they did efficacy in Brazil and South Africa. And we have more than 27 publications on Covaxin itself in partnership with NIV Pune and all that. And the Honorable Prime Minister took the vaccine. And we are the fourth country, only 4 countries got into the vaccine in that type, in the COVID type. And we also made a first nasal vaccine in the world globally. Nasal is the best option because it's a respiratory pathogen. You want to protect from there. That is where the gateway of entry of the pathogen. So we have different companies, different places, but we are the largest containment facilities. This is very important because in a national security point of view, any highly contagious organism, whether Nipah or Lassa, whatever it is, you have to do the challenge studies in animal. You need a BSL-3 containment, animal challenging facility or animal production facility. I think we are the only one, the largest one in the world. And I think New Century, India New Century, I think we are a great country, but we are amazingly as a family, we are knowledge seeker. So like for example, in this room, every scientist of us, if our children wants to go for a higher education, we don't mind selling our house. That's a conceptually built in. That means we inherently, we are a knowledge seeker. We want to give best education to our child. So that's a key for a society to keep the innovation going on. But I don't want to talk much, but certainly ecosystem is changing and family is also responsible for that. And I think something graphs are missing here. Don't worry, we are more than 96,000 startups. And we are the third largest ecosystem startups in the world. And unicorn, look at, there's graphs are missing, doesn't matter. But I think that is, it's not a mistake, my slide. It's a mistake of an NIST computer. Okay? So 4.3 billion. So it's changing. But what is the point I want to make is, till 2100, we are going to be the youngest country in the world. 2100. When I said next century is important, not the decade. Keep in mind, 2100, we are going to be the young. After 2100, the shift shapes. That means we're all going to be Buddhas. Okay, we're all going to be old people afterwards. Okay, until then we are going to be young people. You look at the world, projection. We are the highest GDP, and you see our competitor. You see the left side. I don't want to name them. You see that opposite? Which country? See the opposite of it? So that means we are highest GDP, they are negative GDP. Okay? And look at again, you see the recession probabilities. India, 0% recession. You see other country, highest recession. Just opposite happening globally. So I think, what is important is India's vaccine, 65% of global children are vaccinated with Indian vaccine industry. Whether us, Serum Institute, BE, all the other companies put together, we contribute. And we're still not matching with the dollar value because we sell the vaccine at a very affordable price. And you look at, the greatest thing of India, you look at ISRO, we have only spent $1.7 billion. That's a coffee cost in NASA. For them, coffee and travel bills will be 1.7 billion. Okay? So with that amount itself, we have done this one. And if they give $26 billion the US government gave, if US $26 billion given to ISRO, what they can do? Just imagine. Okay? And we are talking about digitalization. And I was with the French government along with Niti Aayog. I went with the Niti Aayog people to France on digitalization of the economy of India. I was not knowing how much the digitalization of India is, honestly, just about a year ago. So when they said we are 30% of the economy is digitalized, then I asked the French government, the French minister was also there. He was the French minister for digitalization. I asked him, how much is your digitalization? He said 5%. Okay, French is 5%. Then I asked him, what is the US digitalization? 8%. So we are 30%. So I'll tell IIT Hyderabad, I was giving a lecture on IIT Foundation Day lecture, and then there's a lot of digital degree holders, master in digital degree. They were all getting a digital degree along with it. I said, what is the use of giving a digital degree? You see the India, the cattle here? This got you see here? The cattle has got a tag here. Okay? Somebody want to give 10 rupees, scan it, transfer 10 rupees to him. Transfer to him. So what do you want as a digitalization? I told IIT Hyderabad, okay, what is the use of you giving a degree, digital degree, a master's? You see the realities of the ground, reality at the ground level, it has happened already without us knowledge. So digitalization happened on that. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for providing wonderful insights into your journey as an entrepreneur, a visionary leader, and in the challenges that you faced while vaccine making in India. We are really grateful to have this opportunity to learn from you and be inspired by your leadership. We are excited, in fact, to embark on the journey with your unwavering support and mentorship as the RC member. And we thank you again for the insightful address and your time.
We are honored to introduce our respected guest of honor, Shri Dipendra Singh, who is currently the Chairman and Managing Director of Indian Rare Earths Limited. He completed his MTech in Industrial Design and MBA in Marketing and has rich experience spanning more than 3 decades in the field of strategic corporate planning, project management, production planning, and control. He is associated with various professional bodies at various capacities, including the President of the Rare Earth Association of India and the Chairman of the Indian Institute of Metals. He is a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Eminent Engineering Personality by the Institution of Engineers, Lifetime Achievement Award for Contribution in the Field of Rare Earths by REA, Leading Director Award, CEO of the Year Award, etc. He has been a member of our Research Council during the tenure of the 11th RC and is currently continuing as a member of the present RC. With this brief introduction, we welcome Shri Dipendra Singh, Chairman and Managing Director, for his address.
Chief guest of today's Foundation Day, Dr. Krishna Ella, Dr. Anant Ramakrishnan, Director of CSIR-NIIST, CSIR-NIIST, my colleague members from Research Council, my good friend Dr. Ajay Ghosh, ex-director of CSIR-NIIST, scientists, officers and staff of the institute, PhD scholars, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great honor and my proud privilege to be amongst all of you. And also it is my privilege to work as a RC member under the chairmanship of Dr. Krishna Ella. I'm truly delighted to be member of this RC where he is chairing the committee. So my association with CSIR-NIIST is very long. In fact, when I took over chairmanship in 2015, since then I am associated. I first visited here in probably 2016, and later in 2020 I was made this member. So I find that IREL and NIIST are the natural allies, not only from the geography point of view, because both the organization are existing and in Kerala. We have 3 plants and 1 research laboratory, and everything is connecting with Trivandrum. Then, in addition to that, when we come to the discipline, this is the institute with interdisciplinary sciences, and incidentally, the rare earth is a material which is a material of interdiscipline. So, in nutshell, if I explain that, the rare earths from mines to industry, it goes in the form of rare earth oxide, and rare earth metals are the end of the value chain of rare earths. Thereafter, everything is interdisciplinary, means then it becomes a part of metallurgy. It goes as alloy for various structural steel, various alloyed material, or even making the magnet, or it goes as a chemical compound in the form of various catalysts. Ultimately, it improves the performance in various segments. So it is the material of cross-section of various disciplines. So that way also the CSIR-NIIST and the IRL are the natural allies, and we found maximum worth when we associate with this institution. The second important thing which I would like to highlight here, that basic research, of course, it needs a lot of patience, it needs quite a lot self-motivation, but that is all required, because we have seen that excellent lecture before this on innovation. So the basic research is based on the imagination, and which was very well explained in terms of innovation by our chief guest. So that way also, I would call upon that we have a lot of opportunities as a material. As such, we make total 39 grades of material with our mines. The value is not very high. It's not like NMDC or some other Maharatnas, but as a mini Ratna, the diversity is very high with IREL. So working in association with NIIST and IREL, I think there would be a lot of opportunities for the NIIST scientists, and some of the projects some groups are already working, and in the days to come in future, we have much more to discuss and interact on various material. So if we look for tomorrow, rare earth has the opportunity, and to make it realize, for the realization, actually the scientific fraternity has to work together with the industry, so that we can see it the real advantage in the days to come. Also, I would like to mention here that I am the chairman of one of the panel of CAPEXIL, that is the chemical and allied products. And in that, apart from other chemicals, the rubber, then various other materials in terms of ceramics, then chemicals come. So maybe if you have any of the projects related with that also you can connect with me. I would be in position to connect you with the industry, and you can get the opportunity to work with them. So this is all which I would like to say. And thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you for this Foundation Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your remarks. It is always wonderful to hear from you. We thank you for your support and look forward to your guidance in the coming years.
We now go on to the felicitation ceremony to express our sincere appreciation to the staff who have completed 25 years of service and retired staff who have been the pillars of support and sources of knowledge at CSIR-NIIST. We request our respected director to felicitate our retirees in presence of our chief guest and guest of honor. Dr. K.G. Rekhu, retired as Chief Scientist from Agro Processing and Technology Division.
The next is Dr. Sujata Devi, retired as Chief Scientist from Chemical Sciences and Technology Division. As she is not present today, we'll move on to the next.
Dr. M. Ravi, retired as Chief Scientist and Head Material Sciences and Technology Division.
We call upon Dr. S. Savitri, retired as Chief Scientist, Material Sciences and Technology Division and Head Engineering Services Unit. Srimati Komala Suman, retired as Assistant Section Officer, Finance and Accounts. As she is not around, we move on to the next one. That is Srimati Geeta M, retired as Lab Assistant, General Administration.
We now move on to felicitating our staff who have completed 25 years of meritorious service in CSIR. We request our respected director to felicitate and the RC chairman to give away the mementos. Dr. Somu Roy, Finance and Accounts Officer. Mr. Peer Muhammad, Senior Technical Officer.
Every year on the occasion of the Foundation Day, cash awards are distributed to the meritorious children of the staff for their academic performance. This year, the Student Merit Award goes to Varsha Ane Kurian, daughter of Mrs. Saumini Matthew, for scoring more than 90% in science subjects in her 12th grade.
Professor Challa Vijayakumar, Professor, Department of Chemistry, University of Connecticut, USA, has instituted a gold medal in memory of his late grandfather, Sri Challa Narasimham, for best PhD thesis for female students from CSIR-NIIST.
The Challa Medal for Best PhD Thesis For female students for the year 2019-2020 goes to Dr. Deepti Krishnan, who worked under the mentorship of Dr. E. Bhojegowd. The Challa Gold Medal for Best PhD Thesis for female students for the year 2020-2021 goes to Dr. Varsha Karunakaran, who worked under the mentorship of Dr. Kaustubh Kumar Methi. We request Dr. Kaustubh Kumar to receive the award on her behalf. We request the guest of honor.
Thank you all. While words cannot express our gratitude to our distinguished guests for taking their time from their busy schedule and gracing this occasion, we request our director, Dr. C. Ananta Ramakrishnan, to honor our guests with a token of appreciation. To start with, our chief guest, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Krishna M. Ella.
The token of appreciation for Shri Deependra Singh. Now we invite Shri Anthony Peter Raja, Administrative Officer, NIIST, for proposing the vote of thanks.
Good evening to everyone. Wishing everyone a happy CSIR-NIIST Foundation Day. I think it is a Foundation Day which is instigating us to introspect what was in our institute and how to move ahead, so to create a better future for everybody and for the institute. Today, it's a great occasion. We have 3 events together. One is Research Council Day and also CSIR Foundation Day we are observing, though it was on 26 September 2023, and also CSIR-NIIST Foundation Day. Respected Chief Guest, today's Chief Guest, Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Bhatma Bhushan, Dr. Sri Deependra Singh, Guest of Honor, Dr. C. Ananta Ramakrishnan, Director, CSIR-NIIST, Dr. Harish, Dr. Ajay Ghosh, former Director, Research Council members, and industry partners, students, retirees, and ladies and gentlemen. Now we have come to the end of Foundation Day celebration. It is my pleasure, and also I am honored to be in front of you to propose and give vote of thanks to all who made this function a grand success. In fact, the function has been turned out to be a very, very grand success for function. First of all, I profusely thank our Chief Guest, Dr. Krishna M. Ella, Bhatma Bhushan, Executive Chairman, Bharat Biotech International, and also RC Research Council Chairman. We are very honored and also humbled to be with you, with your association, because your presence here, it will be making us, it will be motivating us to do more, to create a better future for our institute. Because when such a personality, because when we had listened to your lecture, I think what is innovative, what is innovation, how to innovate, I think first you had said that what is innovation, what is, I think next generation should feel that they should not go. They should be happy to live in India, because why people are living and going America? Because it is more attractive, they feel. But if that attractiveness created here, everybody will be staying there. That is what I think, that is your thought process. So with such thought process and your lecture, we will be happy. And I profusely thank you, and with my wholehearted, from my bottom of heart. Thank you, sir. Then our guest of honor, Sri Dibendra Singh, he is Chairman and MD, IREL Limited, Mumbai. He has his busy schedule and he has come all the way from Mumbai to take part in Research Council meeting and also to be a part of this CSIR Foundation Day and NIIST Foundation Day. I think with your partnership, I think we will be growing together. I think NIIST requires your partnership, and we thank you, our valuable partner in you, and also thank you very much for your presence here, sir. Then our director, C. Anandaramakrishnan, he had joined in last year, November 11th. He has not completed even 1 year, but within 1 year, he has created lot of I think he has our institute visibility has gone so high. I think we would not have imagined in the last. Of course, everything was same, but I think how to project our institute, not because of any other means, through the technology developed by NIIST. The name of NIIST has reached everywhere now. We are being covered everywhere, even national medias, national newspapers, everywhere. Everybody is covering our technologies, NIIST, and so NIIST name has reached high. And also he is very instrumental in to connect ourselves with the industry, because the CSIR idea is basic research as well as industrial research. Industrial research, though CSIR labs have done a lot, but it has to be transferred, and if it is a palatable form only, industry will come and take. So our director is adding all masala and salt to all the technologies so that it can be sold, and industries will come and take all our technologies. So I think his visionary leadership and also I think his commitment to the institute, it is inspiring to everybody, because we all know that how he is dedicated, how his commitment to the institute. So he has been also a pillar of support for all the events, including CSR Foundation Day and all the events. Thank you very much, sir, for being a director and guiding us. Then next, my sincere thanks goes to Foundation Day committee members, I think headed by Dr. K.V. Radhakrishnan and also Dr. U.S. Harris and all the committee members, because they tirelessly worked and they held so many meetings and minutely charted out all the programs, and it has come out to be very successful now. I sincerely thank all the committee members of CSIR Foundation Day, NIIST Foundation Day committees. Also, I extend my sincere thanks and wholehearted thanks to all HODs and administrative staff and support staff and also student volunteers, students community, because all they had done a lot to do to conduct an open day on 26 September and also even exhibition and so many things. Even a lot of people, they have contributed. I don't want to name everybody. So I sincerely thank all who have contributed to make this CSR Foundation Day at Delhi and exhibition at Delhi and also today function a grand success. But not the least, I think we can hold functions, but if we have no audience, I think it will be just opposite of success. So I sincerely and from my bottom of heart, I think I thank all of you having taken some time to come here to attend this function to make this a memorable and grand one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The official program has now been concluded. Thank you all for your support and perseverance. Have a good evening and goodbye. Please rise for the national anthem.
Jana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangaladaya नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे